Hello and welcome to English at Trinity Catholic College Sixth Form. These slides will cover the requirements for A-level English language and information about the upcoming PPE and how students can prepare properly for this and the full A-level. It is imperative that students prepare as well as they can for the upcoming PPE in order to give themselves the best possible chance of success. The better students prepare now, the more ready they will be to sit the A-level in June next year. English Language A-Level is broken down into three component parts, 2 exams both consisting of 3 questions and 2 pieces of coursework. The exams both follow the same structure of a 20-mark question, a 24-mark question and a 36-mark question. Students are given 2.5 hours to complete the papers. The papers are each worth 40% of the A-Level. The coursework is worth 20% of the A-Level, is completed in class and is independent work outside of lessons. It contains 2 pieces, a larger language investigation and a smaller poster linked to the investigation. Students are introduced to the assessment objectives early on in the course, as it is incredibly important they understand what the board expects from them and how they are awarded marks. There are 5 assessment objectives that students will be marked under, and that can be applied to revision for the PPEs and eventual A-levels. As you can see from the table, AO1 and AO3 are the most awarded assessment objectives, with AO2 close behind. AO4 and 5 are skills that can be taught and practised in class, and AO3 is similar as this is developed as students look at exam texts. However, AO1 and AO2 are aspects of the A-level that should be revised daily, so they are a part of students' vocabulary and they can use them confidently. In November, Year 13 students will sit a full Paper 1. The content of this has been taught in an ongoing way since September 2019. Paper 1 is very much focused on analysis of language in context. Students are asked to identify language features in texts and discuss how and why the language is used in particular ways and how aspects of context such as audience, purpose and genre affect language use. Question 1 is called Language Under the Microscope and assesses the ability to analyse a text in 2 parts. Part A focuses on lexis and semantics and Part B, sentences. Question 2 requires students to write about a language issue for a specified non-specialist audience and publication. This is where students will use their theoretical knowledge in AO2 and their writing skills in AO5. As on Paper 2, the highest marking question is Question 3. This examines students' ability to compare and contrast 2 text use of language. One text will always be spoken, and the other text can be anything from a written text to another spoken text to a website. In this question, students need to bring the 2 texts together and consider similarities and differences and the reasons why this may be. We recommend students do as many extra practice assessments of this question as possible. Paper 2 follows the same structure as Paper 1. The first question is child language acquisition. The focus here is very much on theoretical perspectives, and students should focus on revising these when they learn them in January. Language in the media also focuses on theory and allows students to apply gender and power theory that they learnt in Year 12. Again, while students will not fully cover the skills for this question until February, they can begin to revise the theory again now in preparation. The same as Paper 1, Question 3 is a high marking comparative question. Here, students are asked to compare how language has changed over a particular period of time and reasons why this might be. It is important that students have strong comparative skills encouraged by Paper 1 Question 3, and if they are unsure, they should practice Paper 1 Question 3 further. Year 13 students should have finished a draft of their language investigation at this point. We prioritised this in lockdown so that 20% of the A-level was complete to a high standard as early as possible in Year 13 so that they could focus on the exam. Students should be working on improvements at home and parents can encourage this. Students will sit a full Paper 1 for 2.5 hours in the November PPE on the week commencing 16th of November. We are encouraging students to revise and use in-class assessments and a personalised learning checklist of AO1 and AO2 knowledge to identify areas that they could use extra support well in advance of the PPE. Students can also utilise flashcards with a term and definition or use a read, cover and test approach to revise key terms and then apply them to any written text they choose. Glossaries are also available to students and our materials will be available on their Google Classrooms. There is a huge amount of support available to students and we encourage them to take it on a regular basis. Students should do extra assessments to practice applying their AO1 knowledge and to receive feedback on their technique and exam skills. Teachers are happy to talk through a response and offer in-depth advice on how to develop answers. Period 6 also runs at least once a week, and students should access this. Period 6 will cover one-to-ones and small group sessions to engage with individual issues students may feel that they have, and also technique and skills for the exam. Parents can encourage their children to revise through offering to test them on key AO1 and AO2 knowledge on a regular basis. Teachers of English language students are always available to answer questions from both parents and students, so please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any concerns.